أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم أما بعد. Today's session is very important one, and I have with me, if I could pronounce your name, is it Ufu Niazi?
Niazi, yeah.
Okay, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you?
Better after having met you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Today is, I think, the 14th. Is it the 14th today or 15th? 16th of January 2019. And we are meeting for a very important planning meeting.
Yes.
And this planning meeting is to do with developing a burial plan. And this burial plan is for...
It's for my elderly mother who's suffering, as you know, terminally ill from the quite widespread cancer of the liver, stomach and gallbladder.
Okay.
And so only has maximum weeks, if not days.
She's got weeks.
If not days, yes.
Okay. And can I ask you, why have you contacted Eden Care?
Originally, I'd been contacted by the council because we didn't have enough money for a typical burial, and I wanted to meet my mum's wishes of a Muslim burial for her. The organisation, Hackney Council then contacted Outward, who's a charitable organisation.
What do they do? Outward, what do they do?
They help people not with end-of-life support, actually, but with getting back to work and things like that after they've been a carer for a long period of time, like I have. But after I expressed the problems we had and the fact that I'd never received any care allowance or anything like that, they realised that my mother's burial was a big issue, and they put us in touch with the Eden Care Project.
Okay. Can I just say to the viewers, this is another case that we have. It's been referred to us from a mainstream charity, Outward, in this instance. So, in terms of for your mother's still alive. She's at the end stages of her life, and basically, you contacted several burial and funeral places without giving any names. How much have they quoted you for a typical burial?
£4,500.
So Brother Ufu has been quoted approximately £4,500 for a burial. And what we're going to do today is Eden Care, we're going to try to help you reduce that cost, help you to give your mum a dignified burial. Would you be happy with that help?
It's the first level of help I've received at all that's made sense and looked to meet our needs within our capabilities and provide any help on top as well. It's difficult to express. It's the first time I felt good in a very bad situation, and it's the first time I felt supported, to be honest with you.
Well, funeral poverty is something is going to increase,
It's going to get
and
worse.
our charity is here to help people like yourself, people like your mother, and give your mum a dignified burial, a dignified Muslim burial.
Yes.
So if anybody who's watching, and if you're in a similar predicament, do contact Eden Care.
Absolutely.
How have you found the support so far?
It's going to sound really silly because I'm here with you.
Yeah.
But actually, I've already sung your praises to Outward. I've already sung your praises to Hackney Council.
Why?
Because it's the first time I've been supported. So I've been, from the very first contact I had with one of your workers to actually meeting you guys and going through a plan and getting something together and just getting a sense of knowledge and knowing where I'm going to go and some of the things that will impact upon me, it and my family. That wasn't there.
Okay.
But it is now.
So let us look at this plan. You have been quoted 4,500. This is our recommendation, that for the burial we know of a place near Forest Gate where they charge £1,600. Yeah. So we're going to try to get that down.
Yeah.
Then we're going to, one of our partners, Taslim Funeral, they normally charge a certain fee. We're going to ask them to lower their cost, and we're going to look to provide the costings I'm working out is going to come to between 2,300 to 2,500. Have you seen? Can you see the difference from what you've been quoted, 4,500 to 2,000?
It's not just whether I can see it. It's obvious. It's £2,000. I've gone from being unable to give my mother the dignity that she should have at the end of her life, to the possibility that I give her exactly the dignity that she deserves at the end of her life. And
that's a universal right. Everyone should be able to do that. So we're going to do is we're going to have a janaza at the Islamic Mosque. Yeah. From the family, you're going to be the lead person. From Eden Care Muslim Burial Fund, it's going to be myself. Now, I've worked out the cost for you. We also talked about, because a lot of people about other support services. See, non-Muslim organizations are really good at providing bereavement support. So we talked about, if you lose your mother, how long have you known your mother for?
My entire life, so 50.
So you're very close to her.
Yes. So
this will impact you in ways that you can't imagine. So you got if somebody hits you physically, that's one form of hurt, and emotionally you're losing your mum. So one of the things we talked about, Eden Care helping you with post-burial counselling support service.
Yeah.
And this is what we also try to do. So in terms of our, we've asked you to go and visit the cemetery.
Yes.
We've asked you to come and even go to Islamic Mosque, go to Taslim, visit them. We spoke about guests coming in, how we're going to support the guests. We talked about non-Muslim guests coming into the mosque and the graveyard. We spoke about coffin or kafan. Yeah. Now we also talked about who's going to be carrying the coffin. We want you to have some of your family members there. If not, we are going to be there to help you.
And look, I'd like to add at that point, it's that support that makes all the difference, because it takes the onus off someone that's going through something that's really hard, and it just feels like you've got someone else to share.
That's why we're here. We're here to help.
Exactly.
To lessen some of that burden. We spoke about the ritual washing of your mother. You're going to try to find two females. One possibly could be your wife.
Yes, one will be my wife, and one was probably one of my female cousins. But I need to ask if they really will be strong enough to actually.
There will be people there to support them.
I'd like at least a couple, because they were both very close with my mother as well.
Well, explain to them. This is going to be the last time your mother will have a wash, and she will be, perfumed, and the next time she's going to be raised up is going to be in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wouldn't we want to give her that sort of opportunity to smell nice, to be clean, and to be raised up in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And then we spoke about the program. So the time people should arrive, the time of the prayer, the time of the viewing, and the burial time. And we also spoke about Eid Care to organize a imam to come in and do a dua in Arabic and in English. Yeah. In terms of what we've agreed also, that everybody who comes, Muslims or non-Muslims, they must comply with the Islamic teachings. The etiquettes of the mosque, the etiquettes or during even the burial process. We've said if there are non-Muslim female members who attend during the burial process, for them to keep a distance.
Yes.
Are you happy with that?
Of course, it's what my mother would have wanted. It's not about whether I'm happy with that at all.
But
It's
you'd
about,
be happy too.
Of course, it's what my mum would have desired. This is what she firmly believed in and what she wanted. So I wouldn't want anything different.
Which part of the world was the mum from?
My mother is Turkish Cypriot. She's one of a
Okay. What you do, you're a Sadqa Jara. When she passes, you are going to be one of those people who do. When you do good deeds, she will benefit.
As long as my mum gets what she deserves, then I don't mind about anything else.
Okay.
Sorry.
What we've done for you, we've gone through the whole plan. We've halved the cost.
Yeah.
We've developed a plan. We're now supporting you.
Yeah.
How have you found that support? Be honest.
Look, I couldn't have done this without you guys. I don't mean to be funny. I think sometimes things seem insincere, but look, I'm not a stupid person, and I'm quite learned. I've got a doctorate.
You got a doctorate?
Yeah.
In what?
in philosophy.
Oh wow.
From Oxford.
From Oxford?
Yeah. But at the end of the day,
wow,
that doesn't mean anything. Yeah. All of that is meaningless. I've found, when I've needed things, they haven't been there, and until you guys, I didn't get support.
So you would recommend Eid Care Muslim Burial Fund to other professionals, other members of the community?
I hope to support you guys in the future. Myself, I hope to be able to be in a position where I can do my best to help promote what I think should be a fundamental service, to be honest with you.
One of the things I'm going to say to you, and I've said it to you, is when you're going through a grieving process, we don't recommend that you immediately come and volunteer with Eid Care or any other organization. You go through that natural process of missing your mum, feeling, it's okay to cry. It's okay. You crying, it's okay. And when you become strong, and inshallah, you will become strong, Eid Care, our doors will be open for you. You will help many other people. Or you can go to other agencies and be an advocate for Eid Care. Yeah.
As I can tell you now, knowing myself as a character and knowing how I've supported organisations, in fact, anyone that ever watched a program called Secret Millionaire,
Yeah.
I was the very first episode. I was running the youth club that the millionaire came into, and I've always done a lot of voluntary work to help organisations I think are worthwhile that help people in the community in the right way.
I thought you was going to say I'm a secret millionaire, and here's a million. Here's a million.
I wish. I wish.
You are
I
a
wish,
millionaire.
I wish.
Listen, a lot of these millionaires, they got the money, they don't have the help. They haven't got the happiness.
No.
You got your mum, the source of the main happiness. I wanted to ask you, you've decided to the end stages of life, you've decided not to take your mum to the hospice or the hospital. You've decided that she's going to, when it comes, it will come, she will pass away at home. Why have you decided that?
There are a few reasons. My mum has cognitive impairment, so it's a level of dementia, and so she would get confused. But also, I don't think that other organisations will understand her needs as a Muslim. With every respect, a hospital offers you a menu, although it has halal options on it. My mum wouldn't even understand those things on there.
Yeah.
And it's better for her to be at home with us, where we understand everything she needs. If she wants a Turkish coffee, or Arabic coffee, or whatever you want to call
How
it.
is Turkish coffee? The coffee, is that nice? Sorry,
You're asking the wrong, but my wife absolutely loves it. Most Turks love it. I find it a bit too muddy and strong. It's like a super strong espresso.
Okay, enough about Turkish coffee.
Sorry.
But she's going to have.
She has what she wants there all the time, and the people that love her constantly with her.
Okay, this is very important. Very important. Home death, and there are sometimes complications, and the complications are that you make sure at least few doctors visit, because if the main doctor decides to go on a holiday, then it becomes difficult for you to get that death letter, and then when you get that death letter, you need to quickly go and get the green form, which is the burial form. Without the green form, you can't do the burial, and the system sometimes can frustrate you. As long as you are aware and you got that plan, and you get the new one.
I think in some respects, in Turkish we'd say Allah güldü bize. Allah smiled on us, because.
Can you say that to the camera again?
Oh, yeah.
Say that, Allah.
Allah güldü bize. Allah smiled at us
Okay.
because my mum's having the opportunity to say goodbye to everyone, but we have quite a definitive period in which she's spending her final time on earth, and consequently we can make all these plans, but even so, if I didn't have you guys' support, actually it would have been really hard. So
You think so?
yeah.
Why would it be hard?
Because you think you can handle it, you think it's going to be easy to do because you love someone. Actually, it makes it much harder to do sometimes because you love someone and you see them at a level of frailty and in a way that you would never want to see any loved one. But when you have support, actually it allows you to think about things in a more positive way. It's sharing the burden, really, and that makes it much easier. I mean, I haven't laughed for a long time, and you've made me laugh several times today, which, I almost forgot that I could do that, and you made me feel today like this plan is a celebration of my mother, not not something as, I mean, I still want to cry because of, she's someone I love, but I don't feel so much I'm losing my mother now as I'm giving my mother exactly what she deserves.
And that's what it is. Life and death all come from Allah. If we understand